at the French embassy, and we just did a couple of tastings for some chocolate. We did cranberry wild rice, buckwheat apricot, coffee, and hibiscus chocolate from Mademoiselle Miel. It was the first table right when you walk in. It's very crowded in here, and they have plenty of samples for you to try. They just cut up a piece and you can have like a couple of squares, not full squares, like diced squares. They're doing really good. It's like self-serve, no extra payment. You pay for the price to get in, which we pay $35 per person. So far so good. Let's check out some more.
So first up, we stopped by Magia Piora. They had a variety of chocolates to sample, and the rep was super nice, and as you can see, the sample was very tart. This is River Sea Chocolate with their bean to bar line of chocolates. They were going for like a craft beer tropical kind of vibe. Their wooden resin cutting board was pretty cool, but the rep was kind of stingy with the samples. We wanted to try the peach IPA, but despite having multiple boxes on the floor behind them, they didn't want to open a bar for us to try. As a craft beer fan, Rob was disappointed, and I wouldn't buy anything from them, so oh well.
Do you have any other peach IPAs?
Let me see. Is there any peach IPA open right now? Sorry, I just have Hawaiian salt right now. But maybe once I get rid of some of this line, I can break open some more.
Sure.
Great, thank you.
I actually about IPA. I don't have enough right now. I'm just lying it down. Maybe I'll break out the Hawaii. You gotta be accommodating if you want to sell your product. Anyway.
Ibu took a minute to take in all the artwork and designs that were displayed all over the French embassy. It was really cool. Despite the crowds, this was a really fun venue, and hosting it, I'm sure, was awesome. So I can't wait to do this event again next year for the 9th annual festival. So next up, we stopped at United Flavors. BklynTea and Ibu picked up a box of bonbons.
For seasonal flavor, it's actually made of cherry blossom flowers imported from Japan and fine grind powder. Very floral.
And as you can see, the reps were quite knowledgeable and very helpful and friendly. I really did enjoy their display, and I was saddened that they ran out of samples. But, we went second day, second shift, so you kind of got to get there early if you really, really want to try everything. There's just so much to see and taste. In the second room, there were still crowds, but it was kind of like thinning out. As it was getting later in the day. We wanted to check out the Potomac chocolate table, but it was still really busy. In a situation like this, when you're at an event, you have to be able to work the crowd. You cannot put your attention to just one person. So we were working our way around the room, and we actually re-met with our local expert, Estelle Tracy from 37chocolates.com, co-hosting the Castronova Chocolates table. She is great.
Welcome back. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I like cinnamon with the
Yes. Sorry. This is from the tea consultation, baby.
All right.
anything.
Sure.
And then goes Peter Taco 85%.
Oh my God. That was like 85.
Make it long?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better, yeah. Which one? Yeah. I don't really want to. I'm like, no, that's sweet.
Yeah, so I don't know. We have one spot left. I would wait till I set up. So I like the summer kind of like open size. Yeah, and that's right. Thank you.
Look, I'm like, I didn't want to contaminate the flavor.
We turned to the Yajawa chocolates table, and they had Honduran flavors that were different. The DC-based Carita chocolates was up next, and they were paired with Ama's Choice, which is a line of beauty products that take holistic and healthy approach. They had some waxes and soaps along with some scented oils, and it wasn't for me. I have sensitive skin and allergies, so I wasn't too interested in that. However, I did think that they had some really interesting and spicy flavors, and it was nice to see that the company does ensure the profits make it back to the communities they source the plants and labor from, and does hypothesize this and make some she makes some faces. She's a hoot.
Each of these chocolate companies, right, are like, it's a single origin beer. So like bean the bar, like it goes straight from there to this. There's no middle. I think I like it. I think
Does
that
it really?
Huh?
Does it really?
I think that it goes back from you gotta sell it to the people who are representing your chocolate. You like me?
Yeah.
And they gotta sit there and like, oh, these people making like 13 cents an hour.
They're like really doing it.
You get the money.
Yeah.
Oh, again. Taste it.
It's a thing. Forget it like next day, 'cause you're in Jersey. Yeah? Yeah, we are in New Jersey. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's very good. Come on in.
Thank you. What am I trying? Huh? You're trying a single origin rum.
Besta Chocolates is a New Jersey-based brand that had some really nice high-end options. They had pretty much sold through everything except for what was left on the table because all of it was really good. I really liked their turmeric chocolate, and they just didn't have any more to buy, so I need to go online and purchase that. And they had these brownie samples right there. Oh, they were so on point. Very expensive though.
That was really good. You got the air mix.
You scoop me up, I believe, or whatever one you try. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Are you out of everything, or do you like, what do you actually have?
So if you see them out there, I have them. Yeah.
Okay.
I have them with those bars and nuggets, chocolate pretzels.
Do you have the Dominican 100%?
We have 100% vinegar.
What?
I'm ordering this the brownie.
Okay.
I think this is going to be This is going to be my parting gift, not my parting gift, my little baby shower gift to the people.
Okay. For the people?
Look.
That was for Rob.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You want some? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
There were a few tables that just had some demonstrations of what their brands do and what kind of process they use to make their chocolates. So it was interesting to see, you know, how this worked.
What?
Oh, like that's how it's
Drinking chocolate.
drinking chocolate.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, you got your hot chocolate?
No, it's not hot.
It's like strong like coffee, but it's chocolate.
Yeah, but I like it.
I kind of like it too. Kind of love it, but it's all right.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Wait, is it coffee? Or no, it's chocolate.
That's a cacao bean.
Is that coffee?
Oh, I don't know. I said, is that coffee?
No, it's cacao.
It's cacao bean.
Is that not
But-
coffee?
But is it coffee? Dark matter coffee. They got them.
Oh, that's not.
I think that's just the name of the company, Dark Matter Coffee.
Yeah.
But it's chocolate, hot chocolate.
All right. Okay. Got to do a commercial over here.
The Dark Matter coffee table had coffee and hot chocolate samples. It was very different, but it was kind of tasty. I didn't like it, but everyone else did. I thought it was really gritty, and it was very gritty. But everyone here was super nice and happy to talk about their coffee, chocolate, beans, origins, and all of that.
Nice. All right.
Feel free to try whatever you here at home. And we are also a coffee roastery, so definitely recommend trying that one if it's our
This one?
Yeah. It's got a nice little caffeine kick.
Ooh, give me some. I want a caffeine kick. No. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely a kick. Wow. No, I didn't try that.
Cafe. Oh. Are you into spicy?
Did you like that coffee one?
Coffee one's good.
So you take packs? All right, can I get the coffee and the picante, please?
Yeah, picante spicy in there.
Yeah, you want it.
Yeah.
If you can try it, it's an experience.
No thanks.
Here, do you have change?
You don't have to stick with me.
So this table, Choquettes, had a fun little chocolate party treats and books. They sell patent pending chocolate puzzles and host chocolate making events for birthday parties and weddings. They're based out of Gaithersburg, Maryland, and they were very fun. So it was at this point that the crowds, they started to thin down, and they thinned down enough to where as we could chat it up with the reps, which was a great time for the microphone to die. So, you know, I'm sorry, forgive us for that, but we did try to fix the audio for you. I will say overall, this was a really great event, as I mentioned before. I do appreciate the vendors and the time that they took, much appreciation to them for taking time to come out and, have everybody sample their product. I do appreciate those vendors that supplied like the little tongs or the spoons. There were vendors that you just grab with your fingers, and people were like grabbing and licking their fingers and grabbing and licking their fingers. So we are in like post-COVID times, and even before that, that is still pretty disgusting. I would say it would be great if they provided some sort of like hand sanitizer at some of the tables, or handed out hand sanitizer when they gave us our little treat bags at the beginning. Even though that might be an expense, it might be worth it to have that expense versus having a million people break out with like grossness.
This is my grandmother's original recipe. Okay. We call it the OG. Oh, nice. Where are you guys from? Baltimore. Well, County. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, nice. Where are you? So we're like 20 steps from Chipperelli's. Okay. Right around the corner from the palace. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're in that entire first floor. So 3/4 of it is production. We're opening up our retail space at the end of May. Okay. In conjunction with the Italian festival down there the last week of May. Oh, nice. Okay.
Right up the road in Baltimore, we have MFG Toffee and Bark Company. This is a female-built and family-owned company that specializes in toffee. They had a bunch of different flavors and actually offered plant-based and vegan options, and I was all about that. I just don't like toffee.
Plant-based, you said plant-based? Yeah, we plant-based, which really just means that it's not got any milk solids in the Yeah, I like that. Chocolate. I haven't done it before because I think white vegan chocolate is disgusting. Yeah. So, but there's a oat milk chocolate. Okay. Oat milk chocolate is. Oh wow. Amazing. Wow. I'll have to take a look. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Come to the festival, and we're going to be doing that weekend. We're going to be doing mousse and toffee topper Sundays. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. We will go. We'll look for you.
All the way from Austin, Texas, there was Kesho Craft Chocolate. She brought a ton of options and was making a ton of samples despite her limited space. She was handling things by herself, shot out, man. She was super, super nice, and she appreciated the notes that I was taking on my little bag that they provided for us. She actually took a picture of it. She was so funny, and very fun, very nice, but unfortunately a lot of her things she sold out of, and I do have her card, so I do want to try to purchase.
Want to try some chocolate?
Sure.
Well, we are a bean-to-bar chocolate maker, so we actually import cocoa beans, roast them, grind them, make them all the way through the chocolate ourselves. Okay. We're based just south of here in Occoquan, Virginia.
Nice. Okay.
So on your far left, we have some single origin dark chocolates. Those ones taste different based on where the beans are from. It's like a wine grape or a coffee bean. In the middle here, we have our milks and our toasted white chocolate bar. We have our crazy dark 100% up here. And then bars with stuff. Sea salt, coconut, sourdough breadcrumbs over there.
After making our way around the room, we were able to circle back to Potomac Chocolates. Here we go with the 100% dark chocolate again. I was flying. But again, he didn't give the attention. You gotta know how to work the room and work your table. He gave me enough attention to give me one sample, and that was it.
You've never had 100%?
No, I've never had 100%.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one? No.
Behind Estelle and Denise's tables, there were the Picari chocolate and tea vendors. This was an Ecuador-based chocolatier, and they had a bunch of different chocolates, teas, and high-end options. They were very friendly, very sweet couple. Well, I don't know if they were a couple, but they were a sweet duo, and they were quite interested in our vlog. So yeah, Bacari chocolate. I did actually purchase the spiced chai tea, and I've had it. You know, because of the package, it's like small and powerful, so it's not something that you have like all the time. You know what I mean? If you're a tea drinker, which I am just now starting to get into tea leaves, I like to drink it in the evening time with my book and have my chocolate with it and relax. So it's been really helping me out in that aspect, and it's great. I highly recommend you try it.
So this is Sherry's Joy, and we were just at the 8th annual DC Chocolate Festival in Washington, DC, our nation's capital. And I left with a bunch of stuff. I mean, you came here for chocolate, right? We tasted, we sampled, it was amazing. I love stickers, and I love tote bags, and it was really good. It was very hot in there, very, very warm. Like, we're very, like, hot. People were friendly. Some people hustle and bustle. So, you know, you gotta pick and choose your battles, right? If you want service, if you want somebody to buy your product, you need to pimp your product, right? You got to talk to everybody at your table. So we know how we do with that, but everything was pretty much, you know, what we in our budget. I went over the budget, but we got a bunch of different stuff I can't wait to show you. So thank you, and look forward to showing you what we got. Here is what we have.
So out of all of the samples that I tried and spoke to, the vendors that I spoke to, my absolute all-time favorite was that turmeric chocolate from the Vesta table, but unfortunately they didn't have that, you know, available to purchase. So I did actually, at the end of the day, end up purchasing 8 bars of chocolate and 1 container of spiced chai tea. It's always lovely to see Miss Estelle Tracy. She was at the Castronovo table, and my favorite was the sea salt chocolate that I purchased from that vendor. And, you know, she's very helpful. She's very friendly, as everybody was. So I highly recommend going to 37chocolates.com and checking out Miss Estelle Tracy and her chocolates that she has to offer. I also loved the Dark Matter coffee table. That vendor, everybody there was so helpful and enthusiastic, and I ended up purchasing the Sleepwalk Picante chocolate, which is wonderful. You have that spice kick at the end. And of course the Vesta table, where I loved the turmeric. I tried a 49% dark, and that was wonderful too. It was Colombian, and you know, it was delicious. So it was such a great time. We had so much fun. I'm Sherry's Joy. You know, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. We hope that you liked it and enjoyed it. Check out our other videos from the DigiKast, and check out my solo project, Bookmarked, where I do book reviews. That being said, love the world.